Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your models will practically build themselves. Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv, and today on the Kit Hoarder Stash I've got, well, it's another vintage kit, one that most guys nowadays wouldn't build, that have been building for many years, because the toolings, the newer kits are just far superior to these old vintage kits. But, you know, if you're just getting into it, and you can find these vintage kits usually pretty cheap, either online or at local model shows. So let's just take a look at this, shall we? This is an old Tiger 1 by Tamiya, and I can't remember the year that it came out. I'm trying to search for that. 1997 on this particular. This is made by Tamiya in the Philippines. So this isn't the, you know, vintage from the 70s. But this kit, they just kept re-releasing and re-releasing and re-releasing over the years. Let's open it up and let's take a look at it, shall we? So you can build the Fruhe production. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I want to say this is one of the earlier production, mid-production. I don't know, because I'm not an expert on Tigers. So, but there's the side of the box there, and here's the side of the box here. It gives you some idea of what you can build. It looks like there's three different variants they really get into. You know, around 1943 is where this would have resided, into 1944. Now this one has been started, but that's okay, because we can still look at it and, you know, see what it's all about. So here's a little rundown on the tank itself, and some of the preliminary instructions. Oh, big old instruction sheet here. Putting the torsion arms on, painting the wheels and putting them on, and there's a lot of wheels on these. If you like building, you know, redundant wheels, yeah, these Tigers are it for you. Putting the deck together. There's not much on the deck. Putting the upper hull to the lower hull. Looks like here we have the exhaust, the Pioneer tools, the air filters, and plumbing the air filters, putting the tow cables on, finishing up the hull, and then working on the turret. And the tracks on the turret. 19 steps in all. The 20th step is putting the turret on and painting the figure. So there you go. The one thing I never did like about these Tamiyas is you'd buy them and they would come without the screens on the deck, and I never could understand that. But it was a marketing ploy. They would sell these separate, and you could buy them, you know, spend a little extra money and get those separately. I don't like those kind of marketing ploys. So my understanding is that they've kind of changed the way they do things, and particularly now these are much better molded with the new technologies. But I haven't built a Tiger in a long time. But back when these came out, you had to buy these separate. And, well, you know, they look great on there. So this one, somebody's already assembled most of the hull, but you can see as a Tamiya kit, these go together very well. It's hard to see where there's any seams or gaps. on this. The torsion arms have been put in. They just fit. They fit phenomenal. You don't have any sink marks. You don't have any injector pin marks, anything like that. I mean, they're just really a good quality kit. It was back in the day when you didn't get a metal barrel, so you got a two-piece barrel, and this is always the Achilles heel in these kits. They don't quite fit just right, and somebody's already tried to sand this. Yeah, you know, metal barrel would do wonders for this particular kit, and somebody's tried to enhance the weld lines on this, which is great. These do fit extremely well, and of course the guns go up and down. You've got a breech in there, which is nice, because if you've got the hatches open, at least you can look down in and see, you know, see something moving. So, you know, that part's very good. Again, the fit, you know, this is a two-piece turret, and there's a seam right here in the back, but you're not going to see it. It fits so well. All right. Somebody's already assembled part of the wheels, but we can look at these, and you can see, again, the molding is very good, especially for when these were put out. The molding is very good. Fine chain on there. That's really nice. You've even got number stampings here on the wheels. You know, so detail-wise, for the time that this thing came out, it's got plenty of good detail in it. Some of the exhaust cover. Your spare track that goes to the front. Your air cleaners. And some spare individual tracks. Your smoke launchers. And just some of the other little details that go on this. It's, you know, again, very, very well molded. Look at this, how fine this is. The cable that goes on the hull. So quality-wise, again, this is where Tamiya got its reputation, because the quality is superb. Pioneer tools, your jack, just some more of the pieces and parts here. Looks like the fenders. Reach in here, grab the decals. The decals, which you've got at least 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like you could do 6 different variants here. Very nice decals. Printed in USA. 1997 Tamiya. And what else we got here? Oh, apparently it comes with 2 mantlets. This is the other one. I don't know the difference between the two. Oh yeah, this little reinforced area here. So with Tigers, it could be that one was built on a Wednesday, one was built on a Thursday. If you ever studied the the variants of German armor, it will drive you nuts. So, and here's the figure, typical Tamiya figure. Again, they're not bad. I've had several of these that I've painted up, and they look really good. You know, they're not the quality of those resin figures, but still, for just somebody to put in the hatch, it works very, very well. Now, what is this? Oh, this is how to glue your tubes on. Some information that comes with this. So, yeah, kind of interesting. And looks like this kit came with these for the hoses. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So that's it. You know, I don't usually like to do partially built kits, but this being one of those, and I call it vintage because it is an older. The original mold for this goes back a ways, and they didn't upgrade it until, you know, a certain point where they finally decided, we better upgrade and, you know, do some other variants and whatnot. But these old Tamiya kits, they're kind of a standard bearer for the industry. The quality's good, and compared to the $80 and $90 kits that you're seeing out there now, they're much more affordable. They're great for beginner and intermediate modelers, and even an advanced modeler can, you know, do some great things with these. So still a decent and viable kit, depending on where you get it. You could pay as little as you know, $10-15 out of somebody's stash, because again, everyone's after those. Everyone is after the latest and greatest and newest, you know, the Ryefield and all that other stuff, and so these kind of fall by the wayside dollar amount wise. So you can actually pick these up for a pretty decent bargain. All right, folks, well, that's all we have today for the Kit Hoarder Stash. The Tiger one from Tamiya. So take care. We'll see you again next week.